lying. That's not record of wrongs. That is a pattern of behavior that you have a right to acknowledge and get away from. Say something about, seek therapy about as a couple, or for yourself, if depending on, as a friend or whatever, whatever the connection is to you. You have a right to acknowledge that. That's not keeping record of wrongs. You're not going into the past and justifying, okay, now I get to, because of all these things I call wrong, I get to then punish you. We don't punish other people. God has allowed the justice system and himself to punish. Yes, we can distance ourselves. Yes, we can call the police. Yes, we can make sure justice is done by, showing up to court or whatever we're doing. But it's not our job to, vengeance is the Lord's. We do not, and we also do not justify, well, they lie, so I get to lie. Well, they steal, well, I get to steal. Well, they kill, so I get to kill. Well, they do this, so I get to do that. You don't keep record of wrongs. And that's why when people like this in drama situations get in situations like this, a lot of times when you have justified so many things and you get in that tit for tat, well, they lied and I'm gonna lie, everybody's got dirt on everybody else. And so now people are terrified if somebody actually does something criminal or like life endangering, they're too afraid to even call the police. Because, well, if we go to court, it's all going to come out what I did too. Make sure your sins don't find you out. And the definition of gossip, people from charismatic backgrounds may call it a form of witchcraft, where it is basically to change other people's opinions or thoughts or feelings towards another person. That's why it's being said. It's not like, oh, you said something unpleasant. And I made this point too, or well, you talked about someone when somebody wasn't there. That's backbiting behavior, but also there are times when it's okay to talk about someone when they're not there. If someone has committed a crime against me, I have a right to go to the police and they will question me without the person there. I have a right to do. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing immoral about that. There's nothing unethical about that. In fact, if I call the police, they will try to either have me exit the house or wherever I am, so that that's how they're trained. They're supposed to be doing that. Because they know people can be pressured into saying things or not saying things. Or it could start a physical altercation because somebody is saying something and then this party gets revved up and mad. There's nothing wrong in those situations. Or if I need to go confide in someone who is my spiritual mentor, it's okay to talk to them about, I really hate this person. I feel like I hate this person. I have these feelings towards this person and I really want to work on that. Or this person did this, and this, and I'm trying to learn how to forgive, or I'm trying to learn how to do that. This is what they're there for. Like, that's appropriate. You're not, and that person is what you're supposed to seek wise counsel. You're supposed to seek, help with certain things. And that's not you going up to someone, or the same as you going up to someone, or me going up to someone and trying to sway people one way or the other about somebody else. That's about me. That's my feelings and how I need to change my feelings spiritually towards another person. It's me wanting to work on myself. It's not, oh, let's talk about Abigail, so nobody talks to Abigail anymore. There's a very, very big difference. And, or let's just say all these horrible things about Jessica or John so that, they get arrested or they get their kids taken from them, or all these horrible things. Like, there's a very large difference between I need to work on myself and I'm here trying to work to get people thrown out. That's what gossip is. That's what a smear campaign is. I don't deal with people like that. And in the drama community, that's why a lot of them just fall apart or fall out of, they stop being friends. They fall out more than anything. And really deep down, they're miserable people. Now, am I saying there's no place, and people need to give themselves grace. I listen to the tea and get a big cackle out of some things, but like from a few days, I've been listening to what's happening to the pink sauce lady. Do I know her? No. Am I in front of her? No. Is she telling? Well, she is telling people. She's making videos, and basically people are commenting on videos. And just like I believe, if you are posting things to public, that makes it other people's business. If you don't want people to know about something, Number one, don't talk about it in your videos, and don't post about it. So, there's that. I'm gonna come back and talk about where I left off in the last video, because I didn't, and I'm also going to talk actually about the pink sauce lady. There are some of us